Second grade, what's going on? It's Mr. Hunter. It is Friday. Everybody ready for that? Friday, you feeling good? I hope so. Hope you're ready for math. Math, you got to have your mind ready. You got to have your heart ready, and you just got to enjoy the day. We're not going outside. We're not able to meet in school, but you know what? God has still blessed us with another day of life. So just take it easy, breathe easy, relax. You got to take it easy, man. No. I'm sorry, I started talking in a Jamaican accent. I have some family that are from Jamaica, from the islands. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Sometimes I just pop right back into it. Hopefully you're not laughing at me right now. Mackenzie, Ada, Solomon, Naomi, Michael, you guys are just keep that secret between you and I. Don't tell nobody that I was doing that. Don't tell Mr. Hunter. Say Mr. Hunter was talking in Jamaican and talking with that patois. Don't say that. That's my cousins. I'm sorry. I just talked to them this week, so I got a little bit of that in me. Anyway, we are ready to work today. Page 225, 226. It's going to be a shorter lesson because your activity on 226 is all for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll be able to do that on your own. Today, what we're going to be talking about are division concepts to illustrations. We're going to be doing multiplication and division problems, lines of symmetry, sums and differences. And then I wanted to help you guys out because there is something that we're working on now that we're adding. We're adding division, we're adding multiplication. So all four of these major math concepts we've learned this year. We're going to start first with subtraction. This is what it looks like for subtraction. The subtraction sign equals a line, just a line across. That is what we call the minus sign. When you might have been in first grade or even kindergarten, you might have said take away. You know what? We could still say take away, but what it is called subtraction. And you're subtracting, you're taking away, you're minusing. And then when you get your answer, the answers are called differences. So in subtraction, the answers are called differences. So if you want to write that down, that's something that could be something for a guideline for you to know what subtraction is. The next one, we just started learning this recently, just yesterday, and this week, I should say. So this is called division. Everybody say division. Division is when you're dividing. Everybody say divide. So you may hear division, you may hear divide. The sign for division equals, it's a minus sign, but then you're going to put a little dot at the top, a dot at the bottom, and that's your division sign. The answers in division are called quotients. Everybody say quotients. Quotients, all right? So they're spelled like that, and that is your answer. So we know differences are for subtraction, quotients are for division. Now we're getting to something that I know Naomi asked me about this way back at the beginning of the school year. Before we even started, she was like, when are we going to learn multiplication? And now it's your time, Naomi, and everybody else in class. This is multiplication. The sign for multiplication is an X. So we know that. When you see the X and you see two numbers on the other side, you know you are multiplying. When you have an answer for a multiplication problem, it is going to be called the product. Everybody say product. So we have differences, quotients, products. And then over here, the addition. Addition is probably one of the most, I would say, popular forms of math. We add, we take, we do those things all the time, adding up all the time. And what we're adding is when we have a plus sign. So you have, it's like a cross. You just take it across and do just like that. One line, one line. And then when you have an answer for an addition problem, you are calling it a sum. So the sum is for addition. The product is for what? Multiplication. The quotients are for division. And then for differences, we have subtraction. So that is just an overview of what you are calling all of these problems as we dive in. Use this video, save it, favorite, like the video, make it a favorite so that you can come back to it just if you need to review what those are. If at any time you forget, if you see 4 of those problems in a row, you're like, wait, what do I call this? What do I call it? You'll know. Quotient, differences, products, and sums. All right, so now we're ready. You have your name on the top of your page. You have your date. You have plenty of time to do that. I feel led to just say a quick prayer real quick. So I'm going to say a prayer. Dear God, please help us. Let our minds be open and receptive to what we are learning today in this math class. Let none of this be confusing. Let Mr. Hunter communicate in a way where I'm able to understand it. And let's just go deeper into math and division and multiplying and get straight A's on our tests next week. All right, let's dive in, guys. Number 1, it says write the products and quotients. Ooh, right off the bat. We're diving in. So what are we doing? Products, multiplication, quotients, division. We're doing those two. Okay, so letter A, it says there are blank orchids. Circle each group of 10, and then how many groups of 10 are circled? So you have to count 10, and then you have to count another 10. You have to count as many 10s as you can and see how many do you have. All right? So I want you to do that. You can count the first row all together, but when you get 10, you have to circle those 10. And then you have to count again. And when you get to 10 again, you have to circle those 10. And then if you have more, you can circle those 10. And you're going to do that. We're going to do it together. All right? So you should have, you count by 2, count the first one and the top row. So 2, count the top row and the bottom row. 4, top row, bottom row. 6, 8, 10. Oh, so we should circle that right there. That's one group of 10. And then we're going to do it again. So let's take the top row and the bottom row together. That's 2. Again, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait, that's two. That's two groups of 10 so far. All right, let's circle. Let's do the last ones. Let's see how many we have. All right, that's 2, top and the bottom row. 4, top and bottom row. 6, 8, 10. That's all of our orchids. But guess what? That's another group. So you have to circle that. So how many groups do we have? Okay, Ruby. Yeah, you see the video. You should have three circled groups there. All right. So everybody, we got everybody in class. We're looking. We all got 3. Everybody got 3 groups circled. Okay. Wait a minute, guys. I think that's the answer to one of the problems. They said circle each group of 10 and how many groups of 10 are circled. So we need to put 3 so we can fill out the second blank. So the second blank is going to be 3. All right. But look at the first blank. It says there are blank orchids. How many orchids do we have? So we have 3 groups of 10. We got to count by 10 3 times. So that's 10, 20, 30. Wait, there's 30 orchids, right? Okay, yeah, so 30 orchids. We're going to put that in the first blank. So there are 30 orchids. Circle each group of 10. We did that. And how many groups of 10 are circled? We have 3 groups of 10. But now, okay, it says 30 divided by 10. What do they want us to do? So, oh, I know, division. Okay, so 30 divided by 10. How many 10s make 30? How many 10s are in 30? So we had 10, 20, 30. There's 3 groups, there's 3 10s in 30. So 30 divided by 10 is 3. So we're going to write 3 in that blank. 30 divided by 10. How many 10s are in 30? When you see that on the board, 30 divided by 10. It's just saying how many 10s are in 30. So you have 10. You go to the next one. That's 20. That's 30. And these are all just 10, right? You just did 10 plus 10 plus 10. So you had 3 10s. So that's another way of writing it out if you don't know, if you're not sure. Okay. Now the next one says 3 times 10. How many 10s are in 3? No, that's not the same. That's division. We have to multiply. We have to do it together. Okay. How many times did we use the number 10? How many times did we use a 10? 3. We use it 3 times. Okay, so 10, 20, 30. Oh, I know what else you could do. How many 3s until you get to 30? How many 3s? Are there 10 3s till you get to 30? There's only 10 3s till you get to 30, but there's 3 10s. So you can write it this way. You can write the multiplication problem this way. 10 times 3 or 3 times 10. Is it going to give you a different answer? No, it's going to give you the same answer. It may sound confusing at first, but there's three 10s in 30. There's 10 3s in 30. All right? 3 10s in 30, 10 3s. If you want to write it out, you can write out 3 10 times and add them all up. It's going to give you 30. If you want to write it out, you can write out 10 3 times and it's going to give you 30. That's another way of doing multiplication and doing adding or division. So the next problem, it says there are blank orchids. Circle each group of 10. How many groups of 10 are circled? You know what you're going to do? You're going to follow the same steps that we just did in letter A. You're going to count them all together, circle a group, and count them again. All right, let's go down to number 2 because I'm going to let you do letter B by yourself. All right, number 2, it says Olivia has 30 cents. Remember, when we hear a number problem and we hear a number in it, we need to underline it or circle it. She has 30 cents. Stickers cost 10 cents each. Okay, how many can she buy? So there's 30 and there's 10. So if they cost 10 cents each, if she buys one, all right, I need my eraser. I'm trying to write too much here. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, so another way to look at this, we have 30 divided by 10 again. If she buys one of the stickers, it costs 10 cents. So she buys one, right? So she has 30 cents. She buys one of them, it costs 10 cents. She gets one, but then she only has 20 cents left, and there's still two left. So if she wants to buy another one, she'll buy another one. And then she'll have two stickers, and she'll have 20 cents that she's giving away, but she'll still have 10 cents. Can she buy one more? So she did it 3 times, right? She brought it again. So 10. All right. Gave her one. It's a long way of me writing that out, and maybe there's probably a better way to explain it, but I'm trying to do it quickly while I'm reading and seeing everything. But pretty much what you're doing, she had 10 cents, she got one sticker. Okay, she had 20 cents left, so she bought one more sticker. So she spent 20 cents, she has 2 stickers. If she has 10 cents and there's one more sticker, how many can she buy? 1. So she spent 30 cents and got 3 stickers. So 30 divided by 10 is 3. You guys see it? It's similar to the problem that we did before, but a little bit different. The next one, let's see if this one's a little bit different. Number 3, grandmother has 20 orchids. Remember, underline it. 20 orchids on her plant. If each plant has 10 orchids on it, how many plants does grandmother have? Okay, so she has 20 orchids on her plants. But then she has a plant, and guess what? It only has 10 orchids on it. Let me see how this is. I'm trying to read it without giving you the answer. That's why I'm hesitating and pausing, because you guys don't see this. My book has the answers. And so sometimes when I'm talking, I almost want to blurt out the answer and give it to you. So if I hesitate or I pause, that's Mr. Hunter catching himself, because I'm trying to go through the problems with you without telling you. But I may have to just let you try this. So let me read the problem one more time and not confuse you, and let you go ahead and try it on your own, okay? Grandmother has 20 orchids on her plants. If each plant, so she has 2 plants, if each plant has 10 orchids, how many plants does she have? And see, I just talked and I might have given you the answer. Oh, I can't win. I can't win. That's why I got to stop. All right. Number 4, I'm just going to read to you because I'm giving you the answers, guys. All right. Max has 80 cents in dimes. How many dimes does he have? Well, we know that dimes are worth what? 10. All right. And he has 80 cents. So how many times do we need? We need to count till we get to 80 by 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We got to 80. How many dimes did we count? If you guys know what that is, I'm not going to say the answer. So we had to get to 80. He had 10. He had dimes, and he had 80 cents. We know that he had 80 cents worth of dimes. Dimes are 10 cents. So how many dimes did he have? You have to put that down there. And then the last one, it's the total opposite. I can't give you the answer on this one because I talk too much. So I'm not going to say the answer on this one. But it just says many kinds of beautiful orchids grow in the Amazon. Draw lines of symmetry on these flowers. You know what lines of symmetry are, where they're even or equal on both sides, all right? Flip your page over. I'm almost done talking for the day. The direction at the top, it says, the giant Peruvian snail lives in the Amazon and is as big as a grapefruit. Write the sums and differences on the shell, then color the snail. So now we're not doing multiplication. We're not doing division. We're just gonna do sums and differences, adding, subtracting, getting the sums and the differences. You guys know that we went over it in the beginning. This is an easy one. Get your color pencils out or your crowns. Have fun. I'm going to put a picture of a Peruvian snail in your YouTube video, and I'm going to stop talking so I stop telling you all the answers. I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Have fun with the assignment. If you have any questions, you know what to do.